we're going to get into some hot guys.
This is why I'm hot.
Bang, bang, Asa, suck on that.
Yeah. And the king of the hot guys this week, Maxi Gawn.
It's Maxi Gawn again. I mean, how many times do we have to say it? Gawny back in the hot guys. Lever and May are also bloody hot guys, I'll tell you that, Horse. That was a fantastic effort by them too. Against the Tigers, Bailey Dale. And I reckon we're going to be saying this a fair amount of times now, Horse. Bailey Dale, he's a hot guy.
He's such a hot guy, isn't he?
How many times do you reckon we're going to say hot guy for this guy? But how many times are we going to say it as part of the Bulldogs?
Oh, I reckon maybe a few more times this year, but maybe on borrowed time, Timmy English. Yeah. So Jack Sinclair, back to his 112 ways. Jordan Dawson, I feel like he's back. I definitely feel like he's back.
Yep.
McGrath from Essendon, Merritt from Essendon, Caldwell from Essendon, Nick Martin from Essendon. They were all really, really good and scored really well, Supercoach wise. And something I didn't say about Essendon is that when we're talking about Essendon, they could have rolled. And in years gone by, they would have gone, well, 2-goal, 3-goal loss against Collingwood, 94,000. Hey, we came close. We played well, but we just didn't get there. They actually showed a bit of ticker. Like they went up in the last quarter, then Collingwood came back and drew it. Then they got up, and then Collingwood came back again. Then Collingwood hit the front. And then I know Langford kicked a point, but there's a bit of growth there. And I am a bit of a fan of the way we're going about it.
I agree. I reckon it's definitely positive movements.
Yep. Nick Dacos is hopefully going to be a hot guy for us for the rest of this season, given that he's in both of our teams. Jordan Sweet, he's a real hot guy, isn't he?
Oh, yeah. Jordan Sweet is definitely hot this week. And do we know the extent of how long Soldo's out? Is it 4 weeks?
6. So he won't come back until Port Adelaide's bye in round 12.
Oh, my God. Beautiful. Thank you so much, footy gods. We love to say that. Dan Houston continues to be hot. Burgoyne. Yes, still a hot guy. I really like the way he's playing on that wing for Port Adelaide. Cripper, he's got to stay hot guy. Blake Akins, we get him in there. But how about Josh Kelly? He is hot guy in 2 different categories, Horse?
He's a sexual human being, isn't he? He's really good. Lockie Whitfield, he blew up this week, and Tom Green, they were both exceptional against Brisbane. Josh Dunkley, probably alongside Noah Ainsworth, are the only ones that showed any real ticker against GWS. And then we got Asa's boys, Jezza Cameron, Brian Myers, Maxi Holmes, Brian Messi Myers. And then there's that bloke from West Coast, Elliot. Elliot Yo, who continues to punch out 130s for fun. Get your dubs out, the W train.
Dub train. Shoot, Jackie Waterman.
He's been awesome, hasn't he? Now, we're looking at Fife. Fife is life. So he scored his 119. It's the first time in 5 years that he's gone over 30 disposals in a game. He has an 8-week break, and then he's got a 5-week break. So while he may play this coming week, owners beware, he may rest the week after. So if you do bring him in, or if you do have him, ensure you have bench cover.
Correct.
Caleb Sarong, he's a hot guy.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. How about this guy though, Horsey boy? Bit of Matthew
Rao, the red-headed wonder who is making his way into the horses for courses.
Bloody hell, he's just so good. He just keeps on keeping on. Far out, he's good.
He's phenomenal. Tok Miller, 149, and Anderson, 151 today, and big Jared Whitsey, 155.
Against West Coast, remember, don't get too sucked in. Yeah. West Coast are the easiest team for rucks to play against.
Yep. Rory Laird, he's back. Well, kind of. He played North Melbourne, so we watch. And we've already said Jordan Dawson is around the mark too. Dylan Moore today and Isaac Heaney, pretty bloody good too, weren't they?
Yep, absolutely. I reckon they were absolutely they were phenomenal. Dylan Moore is definitely someone that I'm actually going to be looking at as well. Some guy that you didn't put on here, Horse, that I'm very, very hurt that you didn't put it on as a hot guy, who has been a hot guy all year, and that is Harry Sheasel. Obviously, he stays.
He does. And I apologise deeply. He should never leave this list.
Thank you. Don't you dare take away the one good fucking thing I have.
Hey, you know who's not going to be on a hot list anytime soon?
Oh, geez. It's probably this bunch of cold guys.
This first guy,
Mhm.
um,
He is a
Harrison Petty.
former Cone of the Week.
He's a
winner.
former Cone of the Week winner. And is he a finalist maybe this week?
Oh, mate, you know I can't divulge that until I get into my zone, into my cone zone.
Yeah,
I can't divulge that, but it'll be coming soon, boys. Don't you worry about that.
absolutely.
But yeah, 6 Supercoach points. Bloody hell,
he
Petty.
didn't even get subbed or he didn't get hurt.
No,
He was just just shit.
Yeah, he just did nothing.
Yeah.
He basically was like, he's been learning of Ben Brown, so he's like, oh Ben, what I just stand here and do fuck all? No worries, can do. And that's exactly what he did. He played Ben Brown's role to perfection.
What? Yep.
Yeah, absolutely.
Seth Campbell, unfortunately, he's a cold guy. And Ryan Mansell, both 38 Supercoach points. Alwyn Davey for Essendon.
Yep.
Perceived pressure, he had 19 pressure acts against Collingwood, but 20 Supercoach points. He is a cold guy. Hoskin Elliott, 25 Supercoach points. He kicked a goal and did not much else. Archie from Brisbane, mate.
Yeah, is he injured? Like, I'm not 100% sure. Like, he got subbed, I know, but I don't know the extent of his what happened to him there. So I missed that, unfortunately. But only 22 Supercoach points subbed out. Marshall, 63 Supercoach points. 360s in a row, and that's the third week in a row he's been on this cold list. This is starting to be danger for
This is
for Rowan
danger.
Marshall.
Hey,
He needs a rest.
If you had Rowan Marshall,
Mhm.
Supercoach speaking, because
Yeah.
we could downgrade into, say, a suite this week
Mhm.
and use the coin from Marshall to give yourself a primo elsewhere. Would you do it?
This is my I'm circling Marshall to come in when I can. That's my go for. If I was
Good.
that was what I was planning to do, to go from hold Meek and then go to Marshall, but now I've got this beautiful guy in Sweet to just come in. I can be like, thank you very much. So
He's a hot guy.
yep, I'll just keep waiting for Marshall to keep bodying him out, and then I'll bring him back in. Stocker 26. Cal Gray saying, Archie did his shoulder. Thank you, mate. I did miss what it was. I know he was injured. I can't remember what he did though. Stocker 26 Supercoach points. Todd Marshall 33 Supercoach points from 8 touches.
Runs in the family for the Marshalls this week.
Apparently so. He did fuck all, even though one's a big brunette and the other one's an albino, so that works out well there. Could have put pretty much all of North's team on here, but obviously besides Sheasel. Will Phillips 35 Supercoach points, got sub. Blake Drury 50 because he sucks, and Biggie 46 because he does not know how to play defensive roles, so that was good. Hawkins, mate, did Jacob Wiedering take the piss out of him or what?
Took the absolute PI 55. Hawkins. There is a bit of a rumor getting around that the Shane Warne statue outside the MCG was moving quicker than Hawkins on the weekend. He just could not move.
Brilliant from you, Horse.
Yeah.
Brilliant from you.
Yeah. DeConing from Geelong, 5 touches, 27 Supercoach points. Played his role-ish, but still not great. Ollie Holland, 7 touches, 22 Supercoach points. You'd expect more out of him. Matty Owies.
Oh, my God.
Yeah. Owie,
Yeah.
17
Subbed.
Supercoach points. Ouch.
He was subbed.
Yep. Sharp from Fremantle, 9
Ooh.
touches, for 44 Supercoach points. You are out of here, my good man.
Yep, absolutely.
Guess who made the list again?
Oh, that'd have to be Gallagher from Western Bulldogs.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty obvious.
26 Supercoach points.
Yep,
See ya.
yep, yep.
Oh, guess what?
The Cone!
The Cone himself.
Rory Love, 37 Supercoach points. After having 30 at quarter time, he has 7 for the rest of the game.
Oh, my God.
7. Cone back up to his old tricks. You love to see it.
Oh, mate. He probably had more bowel movements than Supercoach points after quarter time. Rory Atkins, not much better. 9 touches for 29 Supercoach points. Bailey Williams, he was a lock for this after Witts absolutely pantsed him today.
Absolutely smacked him.
There's a fair chance that Witts is going to have to check his pockets after the game because Bailey Williams still may be in there. 23 Supercoach points after playing the majority of the game in the ruck, as Ass has absolutely given it to me, which I'm okay with. And Tyler Brockman, the one from Hawthorn, who's come across the West Coast that we're meant to give him a bit of spark. 4 touches, 26 Supercoach points, and not real good. Now, we're going to get into some injuries before we get into the questions, mate. It's a bit of a banger, isn't it?
Also, you have to remember the multis do come first, and if they don't provide for the multis, the boys are going to be mad. Even though he played a great decoy game, that's fine. But yeah, Hopper Hopper went down, subbed after
Big string. Yeah.
Pig string. Yeah, unfortunate for Hop because he was actually looking pretty bloody good in that opening half for the Tigers. And then that just went to shit. Unfortunately for him, Archie did get subbed. It was tax sub, but now apparently he's got a little bit of a sting in his shoulder. Thank you very much for letting us know about that. So we'll have to keep an eye on that. Not sure about it. But how about this
one? Yeah.
How about this? Braden Bruce runs onto the ground and does a string 2 seconds after stepping on the ground.
For anyone that didn't see the footage, so when you're warming up, you warm up in the rooms and you run out of the race, you're onto the ground, and he's going to jump as his first little warm-up jump as he's hit the ground, and he's done a pig string, and he's turned around and he's gone, I'm not right. Get me off.
Oh, it's absolutely unbelievable scenes. It's I feel bad for him, but far out, it's funny. That just that sucks. Rosie, horsey boy, you're holding, aren't you?
Oh, absolutely. It's a 1 weeker. It'll be just a hamstring awareness for Rosie. There is no major injury there or issue. So I'm an owner and I'm holding. Very happy to do that. Pal Pepper, that knee didn't look good though.
No, it did not look good. He was obviously in a fair amount of pain, and that was that was not good for him whatsoever. But we're gonna have to wait and see how long he's actually out for there. And so Delhi just makes a good point. Shout out to Nick Madden for the game he had after Pros. He absolutely took the piss. 31 disposals and 33 hitouts was absolutely outrageous by Nick Madden. Some of those Giants players, man, you had to watch that game. There was about 5 or 6 of them that had an absolute day out. It was ridiculous to watch. Aliir though. Oh my God, that looked bad.
Jack Higgins is in some trouble there.
Oh yeah, he's gone. He is not playing against North. Don't care about the good bloke cause. If you dump someone on your head in a judo throw tackle, you're gone.
And I know Aliir is like 6 foot 100.
Yeah.
Compared to Jack Higgins, who's 5 foot fuck all. But when you're tackling in that sort of slinging motion, as Deadly's just put in the chat, 3 weeks. So there we go. Pedler's injuries. Right. Pedler's shoulder looked shit house, didn't it?
Oh, mate, I've had 4 shoulder reconstructions. My shoulder has been out more times than I can remember. And that looked really piss poor. Was when it's hanging down like that, and it was also
and the arm was just limp.
It was limp, and the worst part about it is when your shoulder comes out, right? It's the rotator cuff, but you could see the bone out the back if you actually look at it in slow mo. So it's actually it's gone backwards as well, which is not good at all. Hence why normally you can kind of jar it back in, but when it's out that way, you literally can't do shit until like someone actually forcefully pops it back in for you, and it hurts like a bitch.
Yeah, right.
So he'll take a week.
A week or 2. It hurts like a bitch, but you're playing, son.
Yeah, you get back in there. You just put some bloody you goings in it.
Yeah. Well, what did Dangerfield do?
Danger got subbed out, and did he do his knee or his ankle or something like that?
Well, Asa can give us the lowdown on that.
Yeah, I know it didn't.
So I didn't see it.
Yeah, I know he got subbed out, and I saw him limping off, and he tried to go, and then they just went, "Nah, see you later. You're done." Hammy
again.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Draper from Fremantle.
Yeah, Joshy Draper, he got subbed out. I cannot remember exactly what he did, but I know for a fact someone was saying it was because I was listening to the audio of the game, unfortunately, at this point when it go down. But I know that something happened to him. And Cody Waitman's elbow. And that looked that's the same elbow that he's already injured. Dogs are saying that that he'll be fine and he just need to ice and he'll be back next week. And then also, too, they're also saying that he could be needing surgery. So just going to have to wait and see what happens here. Yeah, another 6 to 8 weeks, they reckon, for Danger's hammy.
Oh, wow. Okay, so maybe there might be some
Jack Bowes
to Bowes or even to Guthrie. Let's put the eyes on Guthrie next week and see what he does on the